Folks, welcome back to the Jimmy O Show. We're here with the players of the week for the big road win in Memphis. Quite ball game. I got to say, these guys had me nervous for a little while, but I don't think they were that nervous. They had it under control the whole time. But we're going to start here with the offense players of the week. Before we get started on this episode, though, we like to talk about our charity partner of the week, Anna's Place. Anna's Place does a great job with some of the kids in our community and it's a great outlet for our guys to get together with the kids and kind of be good mentors and role models for the children of New Orleans. And this will release on Thursday. You still got time. If you listen to it on Thursday, you still have time to buy tickets. Only a few tickets left, less than 20 for our basketball kickoff event, the tip-off with Coach Ron Hunter, happening Friday night at the Palace Cafe. Those are $150 a ticket. You get to meet Coach Hunter, meet Sion James and Jalen Forbes and Kevin Cross and those guys, kind of talk to them about the season. This is kind of access you only get through the Fear the Wave Collective. And finally, please be sure to check out our website, ftwcollective.com, to find out how you can get involved in helping give our student athletes the NIL opportunities that we're able to share with them. So with that, fellas, let's get started. We got some of the new guys, some of the young guys, redshirt freshman Makai Hughes and redshirt freshman Chris Brazel. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Doing good, doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. You know, we got Brazel out here drinking that Mickey D's cup. Now Brazel, I know you want to gain weight, man, but I guess that McDonald's is a good way to get there. I don't know. I don't know. Coach Hester wants you to get it that way, though.
Yeah,
How you doing, man? Well, thanks for joining us, Chris. I know you're probably leaving the night class and all that other kind of stuff. We'll just do the best we can with the video quality, but we don't care about that because you play bright and loud when you're on the field, man. 100-yard game on the road. I think you were the first 100-yard receiver in a road game for Tulane since Darnell Mooney. Darnell did that back in like 2019. Got to feel good about making those big plays down the field for the Wave on Friday, huh?
yes, sir. Felt good.
Yeah, yeah. You look good, you know. Big guy, big fella, big guy getting up high, using that body, shooting guys off. Makai, speaking of using your body, man, it's always impressive watching you run. It's just like I forget what the there was an old saying. This is well before
Nick
y'all
Chubb.
were. It was long before y'all were even figments of your parents' imagination. But it was like they talk about runners like you when all you see is helmet, shoulder pads, and knees. It's like a bowling ball of like razor blades or something like that. I forget what the quote is, but you know, I'd imagine that's a bit like what it's like if I'm on the defensive side trying to bring you down as you come through the line of scrimmage. Just look, man, you've done nothing but impress, but back to back 100-yard gains, I guess it feels good, first of all, individually to accomplish something like that.
Oh yeah, it most definitely feel good. Back to back 100. Our team, we work so hard. Like each practice. Then watching films. Then my old linemen, they work so hard. They push themselves, and like I won't get them 100 yards without them. So all thanks to the old line. And
Mhm.
we just talk like in the meetings, like pick up bricks. What we do, like how to like gain yards, gain more yard advantage. And we just talking like the O line, just like I be telling them like, thanks to y'all boys, give me 100 yards, big time because of y'all. All thanks to y'all.
Yeah. I guess both of y'all, it's interesting because y'all both obviously very talented guys and have shown that throughout this first half of the 2023 season. You know, I know, I, I guess there's a little bit of conflict though. Like, last year, 2022, we have an amazing season, great team. Y'all both contributed, but at the same time, you both suffered injuries that kind of kept you out of action. I guess it's sort of I don't want to say bittersweet because you were glad to be part of the team, I'm sure, and be part of the winning. But like it had to be part of you is like, man, I can't wait to get on the field and show what I can do. And you finally got that opportunity this year.
Yeah, last year, got got a torn meniscus, So I had to like build my confidence up. Thanks to Tajay Spears, he like helped me up build my confidence doing drills. And then I seen the sideline team, my teammates just like uh seeing the game they love, seeing their smile and enjoying the game. And I just like, and to myself, like, I just can't wait to get back on the field with them, have fun with them. And here I am right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing you crutching around, man. I was on a Tulsa road trip, I believe. I talked to you a little bit. You out there on those crutches, and then out in Dallas at the Cotton Bowl, you're still hobbling. And Big Chris, I know
Yeah.
you were kind of in and out the lineup, in terms of availability last year as well. Watching some of those veterans get the work done, I know you had to be pretty excited. Just look, first game, first touchdown of the season, but then to continue it on all the way through week 7.
Yeah, yeah, I've been real excited to get back on the field and contribute to the team.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yes, sir.
And so, Chris, let's see, your was it a no doubter for you to come to Tulane? Once the opportunity came, just with your father's history with Coach Fritz.
Yeah, basically, yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was committed to FAU at the time, but I ended up decommitting after my official visit up
right.
here. Yes, sir.
Mhm. Yeah. Hopefully, Dad said a few good things about the old ball coach. Huh? I guess he wasn't that old when he coached your dad. He was a younger man back then.
Yeah, yes, sir.
um, And then look, folks, not to be outdone, our man Shadre Hurst was able to get online. Man, Shadre, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. About you?
I'm doing great. Now you're a redshirt freshman as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I thought so, man. What talk about a class? Look at you guys. All
Yeah.
came in together, all showing out on the field, man. Shadre, that your name was one that we kept talking about. Man, we returned 4 linemen from last year's team, and obviously, to Makai's point, I mean, as special and talented as Tajay was, like offensive line was pretty good, and certainly contributed to all our success last year on the ground. So excited, we got 4 guys back, and we added Cam Wire. I mean, we were loaded, and I kept hearing like, yeah, man, I got to watch though. That Shadre Hurst is coming on. He's coming on. Like just reports out of camp
Sir.
where how good of a camp you had, how ready you were to get some action. And then that opportunity presented itself. We hope Prince is getting better fast, but like that opportunity presented itself for you to take the field, and you took full advantage of it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You can see, that old man Hainsworth who's lined up next to you, how proud he is. It's almost like he's so old, it's like you're his son
Yeah.
or something. He's very proud of what you've been able to do in the field. You can see a gleam in his eyes when I was talking to him last week.
Yeah.
On the
He definitely like came in, like showed me the ropes when I first got here. Stuff like that just got me help getting adjusted, learning the stuff. Definitely did that.
Yeah. Guys, I talked to all 3 of you as redshirt freshmen because, one of the things we talked about after the game was how Tulane showed its sort of championship medal, like the fact that we've been there before in big games and we're ready for the moment. And so when you get to a situation when you fall down 21-10, other teams less proven, whatever, might fail. But in y'all's case, y'all are all young guys, but that nonetheless, y'all were able to sort of to follow the lead, I guess, of some of the guys that have been there and just like never blink, right? Like just kind of stayed on task. Like, here's the mission. This is what we got to do. All we got to do is go out. What was it? Go out and execute, and this is gonna fall into place.
So,
Yep. Well, definitely.
Yeah. Chris, what was it? What were they giving you look wise that made it? I mean, I saw a lot of deep, 9 go route type stuff to you. Was it just getting a lot of one-on-one looks out there and just, let 7 know, hey, look, you throw it up, I ain't gonna let you down?
Yeah, it was man to man. He had faith in me. Throw me the ball. I would come out with the play.
Yeah. And then, and of course, this is how it all works, Shadra, you give him time to get that pass off. Chris is not gonna let Pratt down with the catch. And then once Chris opens up the field, then it's time for you to go to work, Mr. Butcher, Mr. Hughes.
yeah,
Just running down the field, right? So it all fits together. But look, man, it was awesome to see y'all shine. And I'm greedy now. We went from not having all that success in this program. I finished undefeated, but then we ain't had a whole bunch of winning seasons after that. And then y'all gave us the Cotton Bowl as fans, and then this year it's kind of going off on the right foot, 1-0, of course. But like so far, we've pretty much been 1-0, and great things ahead. But then I look forward, it's like Pratt's graduating, Sincere's graduating, a bunch of guys are leaving, but with young guys like y'all ready to step up like y'all have, I mean, we just gonna keep this thing rolling. How's that?
Oh yeah, for
we
sure,
can.
for sure.
Yeah, we got a dynasty forming, man, and it's because guys like y'all and y'all's commitment and y'all talent. So thank you for all you do, guys, and we'll catch you. I'm sure there'll be many, many more Jimmy O appearances. I'll get you in person next time, though. Thank you for coming in, schedule, jumping on a computer, and we'll catch y'all real soon for other Play of the Week appearances.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Got it, man. My pleasure.
So,
buddy.
Why do you think Memphis is having such a down year, huh? They've been typically a strong program.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's too down. I mean, I think we were just their second loss. They lost to Missouri early. They probably a game they could have won, didn't win, and then had a one thing they've done, Bradley, all year long is that they started slow.
Yeah.
And we actually saw that in our game, but we didn't take advantage of it. And that was part of why I was like pacing my living room that all night. Is like when we're down 21-10, I was like, these guys have been finishing games well. They've started slow. They started slow here, but we didn't take advantage of it. And now, we might see an avalanche coming, but like our guys just sort of adjusted, shut them down. But, we'll see. I know in Memphis they question whether their guy's the right guy. The last coach there was Mike Norvell. Mike Norvell will probably be coaching a playoff team this year. If you look at the ACC, I mean, unless North Carolina could beat Florida State, I think they'll be in the playoff. And I mean, obviously a really good coach. Silverfield was part of that staff. I think he does a lot of things well, but they just haven't quite met the level of expectation Memphis has come to enjoy among their fan base.
So with the schedule looking the way it does the rest of the way, I mean, the tables look pretty clean for you guys to run the table. You think that puts you in a New Year's Six Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I can say it with none of the guys on, but yeah, I mean, as a fan, you do look ahead. But I don't know. I mean, you say that. I mean, like, I definitely think the immediate future and at different parts of the season, you would look at the end of the schedule, be like, double-digit favorites all the way through. But UTSA has started to play like they were expected to play before the season. They've been really good here in the last couple of weeks, and then Frank Harris got healthy too. There's a reason for it. Like their 6-year starting quarterback is back in the lineup, and FAU's been doing some things lately. I think they're the second last week. Tom Herman's the coach. I mean, they got some dudes, and so those last few will be tougher than maybe they look like they would be like 3 weeks ago. But then the big question in New Year's Six is like you can end up 12-1, the only loss being Ole Miss with a backup quarterback and be left out because another league, with the G5, another league may get that bid. If Air Force doesn't get knocked off, it's gonna be tough. But there's a good chance they'll get knocked off too. So we'll see.
All right.
Or who else we got joining us in Defensive Player of the Week?
I think it's Cam.
Yeah, Cam. Cam should be able to get on. We made some plays, man. You saw that footwork that man put on the sidelines. I was kind of impressed.
I seen it like Tom.
Little toe tap.
He got two.
Yeah, that guy's been making plays all year. As have you, as have the two of you. I mean, there's been a lot of plays that go around here. I think as we sit here, and so folks, just for this segment, of course, we got Darius the Jet Hodges there on upper right, and we got Lance Robinson at the bottom of the screen right here. I think we got some honorifics here. The Jet, I believe, is leading the American Conference in sacks at this point of the season. 5.5 sacks on the year. Just kind of wreaking havoc. Tackles for loss will always be a thing, but the sacks specifically are coming in bunches right now for you. And then Lance Robinson's tied for the lead in the country, I believe, in interceptions so far with 4.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we're doing some work out there, gentlemen. Nicely done out there.
Nice. That's Coach Woods. That's Coach Woods dialing it up, and we just making plays.
Putting y'all in position, but somebody's still got to execute. Y'all doing a good job executing, and Darius, there's a whole crew. I mean, really, both your position groups. There's whole crews of guys waiting to make plays. But of course, you got for all that talking J-Bo does, Lance. You got to make sure you let him know that he's got a lot of interceptions to make to catch up to you.
Nah, I be telling him. I be like, bro, you gotta catch up. But nah, he gonna be all right.
Yeah, it would be fine. Well, it'd help him if he didn't drop the easy ones like he did against Nichols, but
Yeah.
And Darius, man, just like wave on wave of studs up front, man. You and Cam Hamilton and Big Pat's doing so much work inside, and Keith and Devin. I mean, look, and it was more than that. And I just popped off a few off the top of my head, but it got to make your life a lot easier when everybody else around you commands as much attention as you do. So you get to work your guy. You get a lot of one-on-one favorable pass rush situations where you get to take just beat a guy and get to the quarterback instead of having to run through 2-3 guys to get there.
Right, and I'm about to say, having a great D line, it plays a big part in us winning a lot of games. We got two rotational guys that can all produce on a high caliber level. Then also behind them, we got a whole bunch of young guns ready to come out with it. So I think we building a good dynasty of a productive D lineman right now.
Yeah,
So
it's really a reputation. You look at the Fritz tenure. Historically, that's always been the issue, is that you can get skill. When we were 4-8 type of team or whatever, for 5-7, 3-9. Those teams would have offensive skill position. Matt Forte and guys like that would come through, but you didn't have the quality depth on the lines to really compete. And now, Coach Fritz, you look at the recruiting and just go back to Cam Sample, Patrick Johnson, guys like that. Like, it's just gotten to the point like now it's not starters either. We got Tanzel was another one, but we produce defensive linemen now, and from a recruiting and development standpoint, of course, the hard work you guys put in to become the players y'all became. But like, we got a whole bunch of guys in that room who can play on Sundays, and of course, I'd be remiss though not to point out that it makes your job sacking a quarterback a lot easier when you got lockdown coverage back there in the back end. Huh?
yeah, everything plays into full, full goes around in full circle. Good D line, good linebackers, good DB, every good DB in the back end, it make a lot of things easier. It make everything smoother. We know what we trying to do on defense. We execute what we trying to do, and we got playmakers. When you can execute with your assignments on defense, on top of having playmakers, you got a pretty damn good defense. I think so.
Yeah, and Coach Chapman, he says it all the time: when the coverage matches the rush and the rush matches the coverage, good things happen. And so we've been able to make plays in the back end and up front because we've just been locked in together. So, like Jet said, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And I just the thing that impressed me most about it, and y'all are veterans. I just had all the young bucks. We had 3 redshirt freshmen on as offensive players. We talk about building a program. We got all the young guys now getting some shine on the offensive side of the ball. But at least this week with Makai and Shadre and Chris. But what really impressed me about that game is the adversity you met, where it wasn't something where it was just sort of back and forth and they got up 11 because it got a particular stop. They had developed a lot of momentum at home. Like, we jump up 10-0 and they go score. They're up 21-10. They're at home. They actually won the middle 8 of the game, which doesn't normally happen against us, where they kind of scored last in the first quarter and first half, and they scored coming out. A lot of teams fold in that situation. A lot of teams don't have what it takes to sort of stand up and do what y'all did, and that is, from y'all standpoint, y'all didn't let another point up after that. They scored a touchdown with 11 minutes or so left in the third quarter, and then shut them out the rest of the game. Take me through like what it takes, veteran guys like you, from y'all's perspective. What does it take, or what was the key for our group to just sort of make the adjustments that had to be made to shut them down and give the offense a chance to catch up and take the lead and then eventually pull away?
Yeah, As far as the defense, I mean, we know what we're capable of. I mean, we know what we can do. And I mean, not everybody still returns from the last year's team, but we came back from a bigger deficit than that. So it's like it's not too much different. You know, we know that no one on the team wavers. Like whenever stuff goes bad, whenever stuff goes left, like it's whenever stuff is going wrong, it's most stuff that we're doing. It's not nothing that like the other team is doing. It's like we not known as the cause of messing up in a gap or messing up in coverage, like missing a tackle. Like it's never like we're panicking. And so once we came out in the second half and defense started out first and Pratt was just telling us just get us a stop, get us a stop, get us a stop. And once we was getting stops, I mean they went down there and scored and it's just a snowball effect. So nobody on the team wavers from offense or defense. And that's just one of the things that our team is good at. Like we know what we're capable of when everything's clicking. So.
And I think to piggyback off what Lynn said, things happen in the game, but all you can do is take it play by play, possession by possession, quarter by quarter. I think when you look at that from that aspect of things, it changed your mind on how okay, we're down by 11, but you know what I'm saying, we have 2 more quarters of football to play.
Right.
We know what we're capable of. We got a whole bunch of playmakers. And when we play our best ball, it's not too many teams that can top that.
All right. And we saw that best ball, it's like, they go up 21-10 and then offense responds with a score, right? So it's 21-17 and then boom,
Right.
3 and out.
Right. We right back in it. We right back in it that fast. So this is.
Yeah, exactly. 21-17, boom, 3 and out. Offense goes down and scores again. So now we get the lead and boom, Cam's interception. Offense scores again, 31, 20 at that point. And it just happens that fast, right? And we just kind of protected it from there on else. But I mean, it's a testament to your maturity, I think, and sort of y'all's sort of internal belief structure in terms of y'all know what y'all are capable of, and y'all both hold one another accountable, but also pick one another up.
Right.
And the brotherhood really shows, particularly on y'all side of the ball. I mean, not that it doesn't everywhere on this team, but like it's just really fun to watch y'all defense, how y'all rally around each other and get the job done. So, gentlemen, it won't be your last time, I'm sure. I'm sure y'all be here again on Play of the Week segments, and y'all keep on playing. It'll be a fun week this week. Packed house, homecoming. Homecoming's always a big deal around Tulane, and we got a lot to celebrate. So the alumni and the parents and everybody will be there. They look, can't get tickets in the building right now. Our tickets are going for 5 times as much as Saints tickets right now in Secretary Market. Everybody wants to get in that building. So y'all go put on the show. Look, North Texas likes to throw it around now. We got to be on point, but y'all get in there and put on a show for the homecoming crowd.
Well, definitely. I appreciate you for having me, Jimmy.
Yeah, always a pleasure to have you guys. Thank y'all for joining me.
Yes, sir. See you.
See you guys.
So, Jimmy, as we wait for these special teams players to get here, man, what is something you're looking forward to as the team continues to develop towards the end of the season?
Well, I'm still kind of, in some ways, kind of want to see that complete game. I think we really saw it against South Alabama for the most part, and then really since then, something or else. You got flashes of it. Sometimes you got long stretches of it, but I mean, what we just went through with the defensive guys, where that stretch once it hit 21-10, like how they boom, boom, boom got it 31-20. I mean, these guys are capable of doing that for even longer stretches of the game, right? But we haven't necessarily seen that throughout. It's always been one little thing off, and that's football. I mean, look, it's very hard. Coach Rod was always very clear with us. It's like nobody ever going to play a perfect game, but we got our goal is to play the perfect game. You're never going to get there, right? I think there's going to be things that happen in a game, but I think we're going to see that. I really do in the upcoming weeks. I think we're going to kind of see sort of that ceiling type of performance be present more often. Like we're seeing it maybe 65, 70% of the time right now. We start getting it up to 85, 90% of the time. They're going to be some showcase scores, I'll say. They'll particularly now that we're in the back in the top 25 scroll, there are going to be some crazy numbers, I think, that they're going to be putting into
I think
that
you should,
voted mine on the cryon. You know?
I think you should be able to see Tulane put teams away by the second quarter.
I think they're certainly capable of it in terms of where they are, and a lot of the other teams are. In fact, it's funny. It's just funny how it works. I mean, we beat Southern Miss and South Alabama by about the same score. Last I checked, though, South Alabama was up like 31-0 or something. And, but just depending on it just shows you how much how our level of play has varied from week to week somewhat. I think that's sort of going to be in the rear view though as the season goes down this home stretch. Last year, Bradley, I don't know if you remember, but last year, like the offense was not the juggernaut we saw in the Cotton Bowl and against UCF in the championship game, and even Cincinnati, SMU, like those last.
Right, it kind of started out hot, and then the middle was a little bit of a lull in terms of offensive production, and then it came on strong towards the end.
Exactly. Yeah, and so I mean, I think there's another gear there, and we're going to see it in these coming weeks. All right, folks, that'll do it for this episode of the Jimmy O Show. Be sure to check out our website to learn more about what we do, and also be on the lookout on the Fleet Wavecast channel to look out for the episode coming from Kelly this week. He's going to have the guys we didn't get to this